Here in this video, let's talk about your ex blocking you, how to get unblocked, or they're not picking up your calls, how to make them pick up your calls. First of all, what you must note is that they blocked you for a reason. They're probably angry, or they wanna forget about you, or they're irritated at you. For whichever case it might be, maybe they're not picking up your calls because you are irritating and stuff, or they're angry like I already said. So first of all, you wanna get unblocked, or you want them to pick up your calls. Let's start off with picking up your calls. When you try to call somebody, or your ex for that matter, or anyone romantic relationship related to you in some way, some sort, it does not matter. But the bottom line is, if you call and they deliberately hang up your calls, or they don't pick up your calls deliberately, it means at that time they don't want to talk to you. You already know that, of course. But secondly, you must know that it's a message that they are disgusted and they won't pick up. And the third thing that you must realize is that the more you are calling, the more you are annoying them. And listen, also, it is making you look weak the more you keep on calling. So the best way to sort out a person who is not picking up your calls, even though you are wrong or you are the one who caused the matter, is you stop calling altogether. Even if indeed maybe you did nothing wrong, if you call, this will result in the same thing that I want to say right now. Listen, the more you call and somebody is deliberately ignoring your calls, what it leads into is that it makes you look weak. And the more less attractive in their eyes you become. In fact, it reduces your value in their eyes. So if you are calling and you're not picking up, be it your fault or not, what you must do is back off. I'm talking from an experience when I would spot that this person is now deliberately making it hard, or is deliberately not picking up my calls. Because the reality, the results, I'm not talking about from something that I had, but something that I've noticed is that as long as they realize you were trying to call, you were trying to make things right, that on its own is communicating a message. And when they are calm, that's when they're gonna reach back to you. Haven't you heard the saying that when somebody is angry, they'll say, no, just give them space, let them breathe. And that is how you'll be able to get their attention again. So when you are calling and calling and calling, what it does is to further push them away. In fact, they see that it is working. What them showing you that they are angry, it worked. And now they start to spot your weakness. That is why if it's a woman or it's a man, next time you have a similar problem, they know what to do. They start ignoring you. They know you will cry. They know you won't be at peace. So make it a point that the moment you try to call once, okay, maybe it was a mistake, twice, no, this person, I think they're ignoring me. Maybe you can go for the third time, but twice is enough. But the third time, don't call ever again. And I can assure you, they will definitely call back. At first, they're gonna try to play games, of course, because they know that you can chase, you can beg, you can act weak. But as time goes by, as that anger goes away, and they feel like they're starting to miss you, and you're not calling again, and they'll be like, maybe if they call again, I'm gonna pick up. I wanted to see if they're gonna try harder. And if you don't do such, they get to a point where they say, you know what? Maybe I should now call. Remember, this person thinks maybe I will never ever pick up. Remember, they try to show they are sorry. Okay, let me just try to make it a bit easy. So that is how you deal with a person who's not picking up your calls. So now, let's head to the next page about an ex who blocked you. Commonly, I'm just glad I'm somebody who does not do the chasing. I've never done the chasing. And I'm glad that I've been able to see the results that I know that they work most of the time. So when somebody has blocked you, I have realized that instead of asking them to unblock you, you can ask and they can unblock you. But the disadvantage is that it is a bit similar or more similar to the calling thing. And also I have realized when somebody would block me, or they would say block me and I block them, they will reach out back to me and say, please unblock me. Or I would find as time goes on, they unblock me and I keep quiet. I don't entertain it. Next thing, they are texting me. But there is a catch. Such, they don't happen in a day or in a week. They can take a bit longer, even a month or more. But what results in you being unblocked is when you don't act desperate. And the second thing that results in you being unblocked is when they start to miss you. And the third thing that results in you being unblocked is when they get to a point where they realize that you are not reaching out, because some they assume that maybe you'll buy another SIM card. You'll try to call with a friend's phone just to reach out to them. But when they realize it is taking longer and you are not trying to reach out by any other means, they blocked you in all social media on whatever way, they get to that point where they be like, maybe they've been trying to call me and this person has just not been reaching me. And okay, maybe let me try to unblock and see if indeed this person has been trying to reach out. You see what's going on here? And when they unblock you, they think you're going to attempt to call again because they wanted the chasing. So when you still don't do so, let me assure you, the same person, as time goes on, they will think that, maybe they've been trying to call, and they are not aware that I unblocked them. Let me react to their post. Let me comment on their status to show that, hey, I'm no longer angry, just a hint, so that you can now chase again. So to get somebody to unblock you, at first, if you were wrong, of course, it is good to apologize, but some will block you either way. If maybe you did wrong and they blocked you before you could even apologize, what you do is send a text rather. Maybe they blocked you on Facebook or on WhatsApp, but you know that likely on a calls they had not yet blocked you. So that is when you get a chance to just send a text and say, I'm sorry, but chances are that the person might say, I don't care, and I'm blocking you also here. Or for that matter, they don't respond. All they do is to block you also on your calls. So the bottom line is they would have gotten a message that you said you're sorry, then you're done. It's no longer on your path. It's no longer your job. That's what will lead back into after a month or after some time, maybe even a week if you're lucky. But the bottom line is after some time, they will think that you are not reaching out because you are blocked. And that is when automatically, after they have healed, they have calmed down, they will automatically unblock you and expect you to text again. If you can't wait, I've never tried texting after being unblocked. So, and I can't really recall people who blocked me. Really? Have I? Yeah, maybe. I think that person blocked me at that time. But I never texted. I never attempted to. I will just see the person. Now I can see their profile pic. Before I know it, now they text me to show. But initially, I would tell that this person blocked me. But I never entertained it. So that's why I say I've seen and I've realized they unblock and they will text again. So that is how you deal with a person who blocks you. I hope that was helpful. I have more videos like this. Subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next upload. Take care.